Okay, so that's it in a nutshell. I know that this is my first time doing a hyperlapse, so I think it was a little bit fast and it actually kind of cut me off right at the end there. But let's just go through what we had. Okay, so I ended up taking off the whole rind in sort of one piece, which is great. Okay, so that whole rind. I'm actually still going to scrape off a little bit more of that fat and add it to my sausage mixture, because that's going to be really important for my sausage. And what I ended up taking out, of course, was the hip joint. Okay, so there's the hip joint, and it went right into this ball joint here, right up to the thigh, and then down toward the calf. I don't even know if that's what they call them on a pig, but anyway, it's that back leg structure. And what I basically have left here is the whole leg, but without the bone. And I have enough fat on here so that when I cut this up or grind it up, I'm going to be able to make my sausage. And you'll notice that I also took off this little part here. So on the leg, on the bottom of the leg where it meets the hoof, there's actually two parts here. One of them has a little bone, and then it's tied together with connective tissue, and then the other main bone for the leg. Okay, and I'll be cleaning off all this meat here just for my sausage. So that'll be really, really important. The other thing that I wanted to show you, and of course it was sped up so fast that I don't know that you actually caught it, but here are the little lymph nodes that I originally pointed to, and I took those off, and I'm going to make sure those don't go into my mix. From a wild game standpoint, we never put those in. They tend to give a little bit of a bitterness to it. Now, I know that there's some people who make sausage, they don't care, they just grind it and throw it in there. But I'm still going to err on the side of caution and not put that in there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut this into manageable pieces. If I'm grinding this, then what I'm going to want to do is cut them into pieces that'll fit into my grinder, whether it be a hand grinder, an electric grinder, and I want to chill that. I want to get it really, really cold, especially with this fat. I don't want to get it jammed up into the mechanism of that. So I'm going to be chilling that right up. So I'm going to cut it into manageable pieces. Any pieces of connective tissue that I find that are too tough to be ground up, that I don't want to see in there, I'm going to make sure that I take those out. And basically what I'm going to be doing is, this is actually my second one that I've been working on. The other leg that I did, I split that meat in half. And oddly enough, this started off as 11 kilos. And I ended up with 2 big bowls of 4.5 kilos of usable sausage meat each. Okay, so I didn't lose very much as far as bone and rind and that whole bit. And with those other two, I made a Portuguese chouriço, and the other is a Mexican chorizo. So I'm going to be hanging those and going to be curing those over a number of weeks. And then once they're all dry, I will cryovac those and put them away to enjoy on charcuterie trays all year long. Anyway, thanks a lot. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you soon.